Good morning, everybody. It is 10:34 on a Saturday. I am in Exira, Iowa, Exira, I think. And this is called Littlefield Lake, Littlefield Recreation Area. It's beautiful. There's a little bit of a breeze. The place is kind of busy. Doesn't surprise me. The weather is absolutely beautiful. Here's the parking area. There's a lot of smoke in the air. I think somebody's burning something. But right down there is the boat ramp. About 2 minutes ago it was super busy. There's a lot of people down there. Got the kayak ready. I'm gonna drag her down there and put her in. It's 70 acres. It kind of goes around there and it comes around down here. So let's get in. Let's go check this out. wasn't even planning on coming out here today or kayaking at all. But I noticed that it was going to be a beautiful day. I thought, let's pick something off the map. So I found a blue spot out here by Exira and clicked on it. Sure enough, it's a lake, public Iowa park. So I thought I'd come out here. Like I said, it's about an hour and 20 minutes from home, which is Bellevue. And boy, what a beautiful place. There's a lot of smoke in the air. I wonder if there's a fire or if somebody is having a big campfire. I don't know, but the campground's pretty busy. There's a lot of people out here. It's Mother's Day weekend. I'm sure that has something to do with it. Here's the swimming beach off to our left. And there's a bunch of Canadian geese in front of us. There is some wind out here. Pardon me, guys. Mind if I pass through here? Yeah, there they go. But yeah, the weather's been absolutely ridiculous. Last 4 days, no wind, 70s and 80s. Kind of getting a pre-summer feel. It's pretty shallow right here. Beautiful park. The water feels really good. It doesn't feel cold. But, you know, nobody's swimming yet. It's not that warm yet. But if this weather continues, in a couple of weeks, there'll be people out here swimming. Let's when I flew the drone, there was another body of water on the other side of that berm right there with that road on top. I was curious if you can get over there. Let's go over here and check out this culvert. I think it's blocked, you can't get through, but let's look anyway. Find this kind of interesting. Also, another thing, I'm shooting in 4K on all my cameras. I never have before because it ends up, the laptop that I use is really old and it couldn't handle it. So I'm gonna shoot in 4K, and I bought a new laptop. The thing is a beast. So we're gonna try it, see if we can get some better video. If not, oh well, I'll just scale it down to 1080. Yeah, this isn't your normal culvert. This is kind of odd. You can hear the water rushing. Or is that the grass blowing in the wind? Oh, that's the water. Yeah, this is interesting. So it just shoots right down there. Let me turn around. Kind of looks like stairs, like upside down stairs. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Yeah, there's no way I'm getting in there. Huh. Very interesting. Water's really clear right here. Yeah, I've never seen one like that before. I was hoping to get to the other side of the lake over that road, but I guess not. Quick side note, just a little story. I am a huge Atlanta Braves fan, baseball, ever since I was like 10 years old. And the number one thing on my bucket list is to go see a game. On Monday, my dad and I are flying out to Atlanta, and we're going to see a Monday night Braves game. I'm so excited. Knock that off my bucket list. Hopefully, it's supposed to rain that day. Hopefully the game doesn't get rained out. Hopefully I just didn't talk it into existence. But yeah, anyway, I'm excited. Wish me luck. film the geese, but I am drifting sideways and backwards. And they keep on moving farther away. Of course, that camera's in the way now. Anyway. There's a really sweet smell in the air. It smells like flowers. Whoa, what was that? There was something in the water. What was that? I think it was a fish. And it was right on top. Where did it go? Well, it was a fish, and I hit it with my paddle, which made me think it was dead, floating, but now I don't see it. Huh, that's kind of weird. Maybe it was alive and it was at the surface of the water when I hit it. Oops. But yeah, there's a really sweet smell in the air. I don't know what that is. It smells nice. And that smoke is kind of lifted. So whoever had a fire, it's gone now. Here's a goose right in front of us. Yeah, this lake is really weedy. Lots of vegetation in it. Kind of the lone goose here. Off to our left, look how weedy it is. I'm not gonna paddle through that stuff. I'm staying out here in the main channel. Even then I still see some weeds poking up. it's starting to get really weedy back in here. You can see the brown right there in front of us. But it's windy. Wow. Let's see how close I can get to that culvert. Or I guess that's actually like a bridge. Oh yeah, this is really thick back in here. Swing over to the right, come in that direction. Yeah, this is the end right here, you guys. I can't get any closer to that culvert. Looks like there's a little bit of water trickling down it. Yeah, look how thick that is. This vegetation. Yeah, just a little bit of water coming down that edge, that wall. Huh. Man, it's hard to film this thing. And look how green it is back in here. I am floating backwards and around the way I'm supposed to go. All right. Yeah, nothing too exciting here. You know, this is one of those Iowa farm lakes, I guess. Farm ponds, farm parks, I guess. Yeah. The landscape is kind of pretty. Got the rolling cornfields and got the heavily wooded trees. The park looks like it's really clean. I think it has shower houses, so you can come here and camp and have full amenities, electricity and water. But yeah, this is it. 70 acres. Nothing, like I said, nothing too exciting. But lots of vegetation in this lake. Just about every time I dip my paddle in, I bring up a bunch of weeds. So here's a big patch right here. So anyway, yeah, this is it. Thought I'd come out and do one lake today. There's a couple of Iowa lakes that are within an hour or so from home that I can just get in the car and be there in an hour. Nothing like Nebraska. Like I said, the Nebraska lakes, they're all, I think the closest one is like three and a half, maybe 4 hours away. So that requires obviously a trip where I would try to bundle it with something else and probably stay the night somewhere. I'm thinking maybe the next lake will be big Lake McConaughey. I want to get that lake done before summer hits, or I would get it done on the back end, like in September. Hopefully by then I'm done. Nebraska's done by then. So, not sure, but like I said, all that part of Nebraska, I have about 30 lakes left to do. And again, some of them, maybe like 3 or 4, are iffy. So, boy, this is what a beautiful day. It's a blue sky. I don't even see a cloud anywhere. A little bit of wind. Yeah, this is perfect. And happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. Seriously, to my mom, happy Mother's Day. I love you very much. Thank you for everything that you do. There's three of us boys, and I'm the youngest, and we can be a real handful. So thank you for your patience. Mom always said if she didn't have a sense of humor, we'd be dead by now. So so yeah, thank you, Mom. I love you very much. Happy Mother's Day. Tonight I'm taking her out, her and Dad, out to dinner. I know Sunday's Mother's Day, but everything's gonna be crazy and busy. So anyway, to all you mothers, thank you for everything that you do. Happy Mother's Day. The wind is really strong right here. It's pushing me in. I can see the boat ramp. So this was a Littlefield lake in Exira, Iowa. 70 acres. Very nice. I would camp here. So you guys, thanks for watching. I always appreciate it. And I will see you on the next one.